Oof. Apologies, people. I don't have my ring light. My sister's using it, so we're doing this in the dark. Oh, well, we've got a little bit of light here, but at least you can still see me. Um, it's dark times, man. Dark times. But I like to think I am the calmest Liverpool fan out there. I might be wrong, but I'll get into my match reaction. But before I do, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe on this video. Please support the channel, all that good stuff. And we're here. We're here, man. Liverpool 1, Man City 2. Could have been 3-1. Could have been 3-1. Same scoreline at the Etihad. Is it the same scoreline at the Etihad? Let's see. Bro, I don't know how to feel, but at the same time, I'm calm. Because I already know what we are, Liverpool. I already know what's happened this season. I've said it time again that was it a 3-0? Oh, I can't be bothered to check. Listen, I don't even know what I'm doing. Welcome back to Let's Talk Everything. I'm a guy, welcome, that talks about everything and anything. And today we're just getting straight into the match reaction of... oh, the crew chat is going off. Listen, Liverpool lost, and I'm not even going to get mad. Was I hoping for us to win? Yes. Was I confident that we can win? Yes. Did we win? No. Why? We don't have the tools. We do not have the capacity. We don't have the minerals. We're out there doing niche. And listen, we pretend. Let's not forget what Liverpool is this season as well. We're pretenders as well. We pretend as if we're doing something. Because today, I saw opportunities for us to kill off a Man City team today. I saw that. And it's a bit of a surprise to see how City's second in the league, whether or not that's, the conversation about look what the Premier League has come to. Liverpool walked the Premier League last season. Arsenal's potentially doing the same. Yes, there's 14 games to go. I think that puts Man City 6 points behind. So we might see. But at the same time, I'm going to still put my bets out there to say that Arsenal's going to retain this, going to win this league title. But hey, but it was still a City team that still is fragile. This is a City team that has a Rodri in the middle of the park that is... Yes, I think he played all right today's game, but at the same time, listen, we could overpower his sort of that midfield. Bernardo Silva's agent, but we kind of made him look like a prime Bernardo Silva, which he, don't get me wrong, if you kind of know Bernardo Silva against Liverpool, he kind of does tend to turn up. So, but listen, I thought we had a chance. I'm not saying that we was back from the Newcastle game. I'm not saying we was back because we're in the Champions League game. Listen, the fragility is still there. Look at us. Who could sub off Gakpo or Salah? And who you bringing on? Who you bringing on? And I've said it, people. I think if you look at my, I think when I was talking about the whole Salah situation, Salah's done. And that's okay. And I've said I have no qualms. I have no beef towards Salah. I'm not going to start slandering his name. No. We're not doing that here. Salah, you're always going to be a Liverpool legend for me. But your time is done. It's the same for Sadio. It was the same for Bobby Firmino. There's a time that comes where it's done. And that's okay. But you see, like people like Gakpo, 235 a week or something like that. And you're doing performances like that. Ekitike didn't really pull up today. But can I blame him? He's been week in, week out the starting striker because we don't have anyone. Isak is injured. And if it's not Isak, who do we play up top? So I could understand a game like this, you would want to be fired up and stuff like that. But it's either intensity game, so you playing the full 90. But let's not forget that Slot was, when Ekitike did start, Slot will bring in Isak later on near the 60th minute and so forth. Listen, Ekitike would have got subbed if Isak was injured. That's facts. So I'm not gonna put on Ekitike. There's no reason for me to put on Ekitike. And Florian Wirtz, listen, I know you've been performing the last couple of games, but you didn't show up today. I can't remember you getting on the ball. I know there was a few twists and turns, and I think in the second half you can argue that Liverpool starting to play a bit better, trying to hit them on the counter, trying to get some passage of play, and it was working. It was something. But at the same time, if you're not killing off teams, and especially someone like Liverpool, a team that should know about, if you don't dead off these teams, it's gonna come back and bite you. And people might argue, people are moving crazy in the group chat. Liverpool's not playing well in the first half. City was dominating. I thought, listen, that's been happening. Teams have been dominating. We're a second half team, right? I think even if you see a City, there's a crazy stat about City at the moment where I think before this game was that they, after the half time, they haven't scored. So like that's Man City. Like after halftime they haven't scored. I might be wrong. You might have to fact check, but something along those lines that after halftime they hasn't scored. Obviously today is an exception. They've done their thing, but at the same time that goes on us at home. Liverpool, I thought first half contained them really well. Defensively was alright. Of course they were getting chances and so forth, but I thought Semenyo in that number 10 wasn't looking too comfortable. I think he should have probably attacked more Kirkes, but that wasn't the case. Matheus Nunes was kind of occupying that right hand side. O'Reilly, absolutely great this season. He was obviously doing his thing as well, this locking up Salah, helping out the wingers as well. Bro, they were doing their thing, City. I can't even lie. But at my head, I was thinking, first half, let's just bake off, okay? Let them do that. Let them have the ball. We come back second half, and that's what we done. Second half, we was trying to fire. But when I see, man, like we got a free kick, and Salah's toe pointing to who, bro? That tells me, Salah, you're done, and it's okay. That tells me that. That informs me. That lets me know, Salah, you ain't up to par today. Few of the passes weren't going off. Obviously, he played a great pass at Ekitike, which I think he should have scored. But at the same time, it's like, bro, even then, before, nothing. Now, I haven't mentioned it. Szoboszlai free kick twice this season. Absolutely great. And I've said it time and time again. There's a little think piece that I did with Szoboszlai. I tell you, Szoboszlai, I know you've got this in your locker. There's a good chance when that free kick in that sort of range, bro, I know you're going to probably bags it. There's an 8 out of 10 chance that you're going to probably bags it. And guess what? You done it today. And kudos to you, salute. And I ain't hating on that. I hate. But I know. But there's times where this game as well, Szoboszlai, when Ekitike was through in the box. You could have crossed the ball in. You didn't. You want to play it safe. You want to play it back. You want to play it intricate. Bro, why? Why? Swing the ball in. If you've got a wonder of a strike that people say that you have, put the ball in. And so, don't get me wrong, you can play the long balls. You can score the free kicks. But there was times where, as a team, where you see your teammate making a run, play the ball. Just the same way like Kirk has done against Newcastle. Alisson gives him the ball. Kirk sees up. Ekitike makes the run. Boom. Kirk straight on the ball. Look, we got to go out of that. There was times where Ekitike made those runs. Bro, play the ball. Salah was trying to do that, but every time Salah did it, he had 2 men on him. Pause. And what? Blocked. I try to say that I'm calm. Listen, let me tell you something now. We was damn if we do, damn if we don't when it came to this game, right? You got, if we won, that helps Arsenal, go and win this title. If we didn't win, that puts us in a negative position. We're still sitting 6th. Even if we won this game, we will be still sitting 6th. All I said to you guys, give me top 5. Give me top 5. Listen, there's no point of getting mad what we know was in the Prem because our bench was poor. Liverpool in general this season has been poor. Bar the Newcastle game, let's not forget that we lost against Bournemouth. Let's not forget that we haven't been pulling our weight when it comes to the Premier League. Champions League is a different ballgame. That's why I say to you now, bro, I'm here for the Champions League, bro. I'm not surprised. I'm not getting mad that we lost against City today. I'm not even getting mad. There's no point. I lost against Bournemouth. And you want me to get? You want me? Like, what? I don't know. Like, it'll be acting or performative if I came here raging about losing against City. And people can say we was in there for the game. We was trying, but I thought we was in there in the game for Leeds, but we drew 3-3. I thought we was in there against Bournemouth, but we lost. So like, this is nothing new to me. Like, there's no point of me getting riled up. I've said to you guys, if other teams can write off seasons, right? Like Chelsea write off season. Oh, this season's done. There's no point. Or Man United, we writing off this season. It's done. It's done. It's done. Whatever. If other teams like that and they've spent money, people can say, oh, you spent 400 mil and you're writing off the season. Crazy after winning the league title, bro. Listen. Come on. Take a touch, please, people. My lens is that raw. I bought a whole new team, and this is the first season that this team is playing together. Yes, it's below standards, especially when you spent that money. But the spending the money is people spend that money anyway. Man United spend money. Chelsea spent money. Chelsea spent a whole money on Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Man were telling me that Chelsea was winning the league. They didn't win the league, right? Man United spent money, but they're not nowhere near. And listen, they could listen. Right now, I'm gonna give it to you, United fans. You be happy if you're 4 in a row with Michael Carrick on the wheel. Like that's you. I'll leave you to it, bro. I don't really care about that. But you haven't won a major for how long? You was in Europa League and you was spending money. You guys spent money with Ten Hag, but you guys are still sitting where you're sitting. You ain't lifting up any major silverware. I can at least say that, you know what, last season I lifted up a trophy, my G. I won up. I won a Premier League. So I'm Christy, and don't get me wrong, it's poor for what happened this season, but I have every backing that Liverpool's coming back stronger and even better. Oh, that sounds so cringe, but at the same time, rock with me, people. Listen, whether it'll be slot or not slot, I'll still back this team. And so far, right now, champs. Let's see what we're saying when it comes to the champs. Now, let me be very clear. People might think I'm deluded. I ain't trying to. I want to try to be level-headed. Out of the teams that are in the champs, we are the bottom out of that. Arsenal still have a chance to win in it. Man City, the Barcelona, and the Bayern Munichs. Out of that, Liverpool are at the bottom. But I'll still back Liverpool on a one-off game to see what we can do to get it, to win probably a Champions League. But don't get me wrong, these other teams, because they have a team, they have a manager they can sort of back and support. They have a style of play, because Liverpool don't have a style of play. We think that we do, but we don't. Because I can tell you now today against City, I don't know what we was doing. It's just basically play football and see what happens, right? And we needed a wonder strike of a free kick from Szoboszlai for us to win. Well, not even to win a game. We tried to think it was Arsenal, but it wasn't. You feel me? But listen, Champions League, that's one thing. Today, Premier League, I told you, we're cooked. We've been cooked. We've been knowing that we've been cooked, right? So people, for Liverpool fans, I'll let you guys feel any way you feel like you want to rage and stuff like that, get mad like because you thought that there was a chance. Yeah, that'd be fine. But to be honest, really, people, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I never want to lose, but at the same time, this season, for what Liverpool has done, I've said there's no point of me getting wound up, because if I do, bro, I wouldn't do this, bro. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here telling you my whole thoughts and process when it comes to Liverpool. I'll be fuming. I'll be so angry that I wouldn't do a video. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? Liverpool's having a freak season. If we was up in the competition, we was in running for the Premier League, and we capitulated in crazy ways, that's a different sort of story. But our season is basically got new players. The manager's lost the dressing room some way, shape or form, and it's just derailed our season in it. And the momentum, the vibes it's dead. It's dead, really and truly. So, Man City won. Gay, I can't lie. Like, people might not like it, and I know there was boos at Anfield, but I can't lie. We've missed out on a gem. Like, we've missed out. We've missed out on someone like Gay. You can just tell that any team that Gay was gonna go to, whether obviously he chose Man City, but whatever team he went to, he would have been an absolutely mainstay in that sort of team, right? I don't think we would have been seeing Kanate if Gay was there. I'm telling you now, bro, because that guy just reassures that sort of defense. Remember when people were saying that City was going through a defense crisis, but when they brought in Gay, look how the narrative changed. You can see that when he made that block, you see what everyone's just cheering him on. Right, it happens. We lost on a good one. So I don't know if that's Glasner, I don't know if that's a Liverpool thing or that's a Crystal Palace thing. Obviously, you know what happened during the summer, but I blame them. Well, it's whatever. But at the same time, people, raw. I hate it to be Bernardo Silva that scores, and the earlier Haaland scores a tap in when I think we kind of done really well to mark him out the game. He didn't really have anything much as well. I don't really remember seeing Haaland. Mamouche was the only one that's trying to tiki-taka, trying to, create some play, got some shots off. Semenyo as well was quiet, but guess what? They still got the job done, and you can see that there's a big difference between the Liverpool and the City. City are not that great, I think, this season. But at the same time, it's when there's games like this, you're away from home, get the dub, and that's what they got. So they can leave that happy. You're 6 points behind Arsenal. You've got 14 games left to go, bro. You might think there's a chance. Obviously, it'll be hard for City to go. Obviously, not City. It's hard for Arsenal to capitulate. But at the same time, people, sorry about that, people. But yeah, but at the same time, it is what it is. Prem, it's not for us people this season, unfortunately, and I hate to say it. We lost against City today. I think we pretended, we acted like we was doing something about it, but we didn't. We didn't have anyone on the bench like a Barcola or at least say to start or to create to create chances. We had Salah and Gakpo, who I think, by the way, I never want players to be out or anything like that. Salah's a different story, but I never want to push players out. But you see Gakpo, sorry man, it's crazy to think that Bayern Munich was looking at him and Bayern Munich ended up with Diaz and we stuck with Gakpo. It's a shame, really. It's a shame, but people, that's my match reaction to Liverpool 1, Man City 2. Oh, about the last goal. Listen, people might say, oh, the goal should have stand. Oh, like Haaland, like Szoboszlai was fouling Haaland. Szoboszlai, yes, did foul Haaland, but then he played advantage. He played on, and then Haaland fouled Szoboszlai. There you have it. You won't get the goal. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, Haaland did foul Szoboszlai at the end, and he returned. And of course, it was definitely a red card because it was denying of a goal clearing opportunity. So it's a red card for Szoboszlai. I think he was trying to do this, Mr. Save the Day, and keep it at 2-1. But at the same time, he did it really and truly. But got the red card. We are now without two other right backs and a makeshift right back. Here we go, Calvin Ramsey. See you at the next 3 games. I hope you perform well. I hope you take this opportunity to really solidify yourself in this sort of team and question the manager to be like, right, like I can stay. Because I remember you played against Crystal Palace. You was looking decent. The next 3 games, I think these are tough fixtures. Don't get me wrong, especially the Liverpool now. But I still believe, bar forget City, I still feel like we can catch up and get, to be in top 5 or whatever it may be. I still think we'll finish top 5. But at the same time, Calvin Ramsey, now's your time to shine. But no Szoboszlai, no Frimpong, and no Conor Bradley. Dark. Anyways, people, take care.